Hey guys, this is the Harley Davidson Street 500. Due to technical challenges, I'm doing a voice over the video after the fact. So here I am getting on the bike. I just got on the bike. I'm pulling out of the dealership. This is in South San Francisco, and immediately I noticed that this bike has got quite a bit of kick. So I just start ripping it here. Accelerating through the gears here. I'm in second gear here. And then I'm trying to pull over here to the parking lot here to give you a visual. But I just like the fit and finish of this bike, typical Harley style, very high quality fit and finish. So here I pull into the lot to stop the bike, but I have a struggle to find neutral, so I just hang out here. But anyway, listen to the sound engine here and just look at the fit and finish and how this bike fits me. I just like the setup of this bike. See how my hands are totally wide apart, and the sound is just phenomenal. And this is kind of it's a very comfortable natural riding position for me, and I noticed that it just fits me. I have a lot of room here, so just notice how I give up on finding neutral. But anyway, I wanted to pause there and show you kind of how it fits me. I'm 6 feet tall. I'm 180 pounds, 182 pounds, 6 feet tall, so it fits me just fine. Okay, so now I get back out, and I just find the handling very nimble on this, extremely, it handles really well. Here I start ripping through the gears. The first gear, I noticed that the first gear is not that, it doesn't have that much torque. The first gear just kind of starts the bike, but you start feeling the torque in the second gear and the third gear. That's when this bike really pulls. Here, I noticed that I just like the setup of this. I mean, look at the way I'm just set up here. Nice wide handlebars. It feels good. This bike feels good. Now, I've always been talked out of riding this bike. Every time I go to a Harley dealership, everyone has said, forget about riding this bike. It's no fun. Everyone underestimates this bike, but they are absolutely wrong. This is a great bike, man. I was so happy that I took this bike out for a ride. People underestimate, even the Harley dealers, even the Harley reps underestimate the quality of this bike. This is the cheapest Harley bike you can get. I think you can get it for less, about 6,700, high 6,000s. This is the entry-level Harley. But you don't underestimate this bike, guys. This is a great bike. This is a great bike for a beginner, and it is also a great bike for any experienced rider. I have ridden many bikes, a lot of bikes, and this is, if I was owning this bike, I would be pretty happy with it. This is how good of a bike this is. It's all black. If you look at the fit and finish of this bike, and at the 6-minute mark, I'm gonna stop and get over and give you kind of the real-time feedback of the bike. I'm gonna specifically talk about the engine, but before we get to the 6-minute mark, I want to tell you, and look, so handling here is really good. Acceleration is awesome. Actually, first gear acceleration, there's not really much pop in first gear, but the pop comes in second and third gear. But the fit and finish of this bike, guys, look, it's all black decked out, a high quality fit and finish. And this may be the cheapest Harley bike, but it is definitely a Harley Davidson. It's a liquid cool engine. I'll come back to my thoughts on the liquid cool engine versus the air cool. I'll kind of give you my perspective there. But don't underestimate this bike. Harley Davidson would never put their name on a product that does not have the power and kind of the badass and the kind of the pull, and and make sure that they would brand a bike Harley Davidson if it could carry the Harley Davidson brand. And I'm telling you, this bike does carry the Harley Davidson brand very well. It's a great bike. This is a fantastic bike. I was very impressed with it. Is there anything wrong or a negative that I could think about this bike? There, I do point out a negative when I do the walk around where we get good audio. But to my point, I like this bike a lot. I am just so surprised people underestimate this bike and downplay this bike. This is a blast of a bike to ride. Great handling. The handling is phenomenal. The engine is great. The fit and finish is great. The comfort for me is awesome. I'm a big guy. I'm not a small guy. I'm a pretty tall, pretty lanky guy. And this fits me just fine. The seat is extremely comfortable. The riding position is extremely comfortable. I think the price, the value, and I think maybe now I understand why the Harley dealers always underestimate this bike. Don't try to, and maybe because it's so damn cheap, there's not much incentive for the sales reps to sell it. Maybe that's why. Okay, here I'm just going to shut up a little bit here, let you hear the engine. I'm going to pause, let you hear the engine, and I'll give you some real-time commentary. Yeah, I'm trying to find neutral, and then ultimately I give up finding neutral. I just shut the damn thing off. Or shut the bike off.
Look at it. Yeah. So this is look at the bike. This is a Harley Davidson 500. This is a good bike, man. It's got a V-twin, liquid cooled V-twin engine and 500 cc's. I'm not aware of any 500 cc engine that's available in a V-twin, and I love V-twin engines, man. I think V-twin engines are one of the best engines configurations, and this is a 500 liquid cool, and it looks really good too, man. This is a good looking bike. This does not, I mean, it's the smallest Harley Davidson bike, but I'm impressed with this bike. And I've done I've ridden pretty much everything. I was curious, the lady was trying to talk me out not to ride this, but I'm so glad I rode it. This is kind of funky. This kind of looks, a little odd, but that's the only thing I think looks a little odd on this, but you may get used to the look. But you look around the bike, man, this is a Harley Davidson belt drive. I think that is going to be awesome. The handlebar, the seat is comfortable in this thing. Seat is comfortable, lots of room here. It's a black look. It just looks good, man. This is an amazing bike. I am impressed by this bike. I am very impressed. Take it for another spin. Let's do it.
Okay, so you just heard my real-time commentary about the V-twin engine, so I just want to touch on that a little bit more. I cannot think of any manufacturer that produces a 500cc V-twin engine, a liquid-cooled V-twin engine. I'm a huge fan of V-twin engines. I think they're one of the best engines that, available on motorcycles. I like inline fours. I had that on my ZX-10R. I also enjoy the V-twin engine on my V-Strom. But I cannot think of any manufacturer in the world that has a 500cc V-twin liquid cool engine, and Harley has stepped up to the plate and delivered an amazing engine. This is a fantastic engine, guys. I love this engine. I love the fit and finish of it. It's liquid cooled. Yes, liquid cool is getting away from the true Harley, shaking around and rumbling around. But if you go back to the videos and you notice how when the bike is kind of at stoplights like right here, you'll notice that the bike does shake around. So that's pretty cool. It does shake around. It does give you that rumble effect. So Harley has tried to maintain that old school sound in its bike extremely well, and they've done a really, really good job. I mean, the air-cooled engines in the Harley brand will definitely stay. That's a given. I mean, they will never pull the plug on that. But they are going to continuously invest in these liquid-cooled engines. I think these liquid-cooled engines are just amazing. Harley has done an amazing job. This is really a great kind of insight into the future of Harley Davidson, where liquid cool engines are going to come into a little bit more into play. The air cooled engines will definitely stay. They'll never throw that away, but you'll see a kind of a hybrid, a kind of a blend of more liquid cooled engines in the future. Great bike, guys. I was very happy with this bike. And if you want to get an entry-level bike or a beginner bike, man, this is an amazing starter bike and gives you a great alternative to some of the other Japanese starter bikes. Thank you for watching, and subscribe to my channel and support me bringing more videos like these to you guys. Thank you.